Okay, so here you can see that I have a virtual machine in Mumbai region. So I will just call it as AP Southward. Okay, so Mumbai code is AP Southward. Okay, so here is my local machine. So here you can see that this is my local machine. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, so I will retrieve my key pair. Okay, so we have a total 7 method. So here I'm going to use the second method. It will only take maximum 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, you can retrieve SSH key pair within maximum 2 to 3 seconds. We no need to create a recovery server. Then we no need to detach and attach. Okay, maximum 3 seconds, maximum. Okay, but actually we have some requirements. Okay, so that we will discuss. This is my local machine. Local machine. So first prerequisite. Okay, please note it down. First prerequisites. First write it down. SSH key recovery method 2. SSH key recovery method 2 by using CLI. By using AWS CLI, Amazon Web Service command line interface. Please note it down. It's very important because a maximum it will take 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, if you're getting any questions from interview. Okay, so what are the method? CLI. So what are the method we have to recover our password or SSH key. So we can just push this answer. So write it down. Okay. So first, EC2 instance connect is another method to recover SSH key by using Amazon command line interface or Amazon CLI.
Method is
recover SSH key by using Amazon command line interface. So first prerequisite or point, you can just write it down point. User should have EC2 instance connect permission. User should have EC2 instance connect permission. So first prerequisites. So if you want to use this method, first the user should have this permission EC2 instance connect. Okay, you can go to policy. In the policy you will be able to find the same permission over there. And second point, please write it down. Local system should be configured with the CLI. Local system should be configured with the CLI. Or else you have to install CLI command. Okay. So now you can see the first prerequisite we have to install. Sorry, we have to. What is the first prerequisites? Instance connect permission, right? The user should have instance connect permission. Second one. Local CLI. What is the CLI? Command interface. So we have to install that AWS CLI. Then only we can do that. So third. What is the third? Managing through CLI, because we managing through CLI, right? So write it down, managing through CLI. So we no need to log into console. Instead of logging into console, we will access our command line interface. Okay. So last point. Once we push key into server, we'll get temporary access to server for 60 seconds. So that is the main point. Okay. See, once you push into server, you can access server only 60 seconds. So within 60 seconds, you have to change your password or username. So this is method number 2. So we can recover our SSH key. So by 7 method. So first method, we can create a recovery server, then we can detach EBS volume, then we can attach. We already learned that, right? So second method, so we can recover key by using CLI command. Okay. So now I will create a server. So I will create a server without any key. Okay, then I will create a key for that. So let's see how we can do that. So maximum 60 seconds I can use the key. I'll go to my virtual machine, then I'll create a key. So let me go to Mumbai region. So this is the Mumbai region, right? So I'll launch an instance over here. Go to launch instance. So this I will call it as VM1. Okay, come down. Okay, see key pair name. So without selecting key pair name, I cannot go ahead. In the sense, I cannot create any virtual machine. So either I have to create one key pair or else I have to select proceed without a key pair. Not recommended. I will select the first option. So come down, then launch an instance. Okay. Now successfully I created a virtual machine, right? Okay. So let's see. Now you can see that I have a EC2 machine that is a pending state. See, in some scenarios, for example, once you spin up any Ubuntu machine, you cannot access this virtual machine through console. That is not possible. In some scenarios, okay? For example, when you're creating any Ubuntu machine in any other region, for example, Mumbai region, or Osaka region, or Ireland region, okay? But when you spin up one Ubuntu machine in US Northeast region, so that might be connected. I'm not sure about that, okay? Anyway, I'm going to create one key now. So for that, we have to get the public IP address, not a public IP address, we have to get the instance ID. Okay. So then we have to copy this command. So please write it down this command. AWS EC2 instance hyphen connect EC2 hyphen instance hyphen connect. I'll just make it enlarge. Okay, this one. AWS EC2 instance hyphen connect space send SSH public key. Send SSH public key. So this is the easiest method. Okay, so rather than be using EBS attaching and detaching, this is the easiest method. Okay, send SSH public key. So then we have to mention instance ID. So every instance will have a unique ID. So we have to mention the instance ID. So I'll specify my instance ID over here. Okay, so then you have to specify the username. So which user I want to log in as. So I will select EC2 minus user. So that's what instance space or hyphen OS hyphen user. Okay, so I'll specify EC2 minus user. If it is a Ubuntu, you have to select Ubuntu. If it is a Bitnami, you have to select Bitnami. Okay, so next you have to select the availability zone. Actually, where you deployed your virtual machine. See, we have a multiple available zone. So we have to specify the particular availability zone. Availability zone that is equal to AP South 1B. Okay. So last one we have to specify the public key. So now I am going to create one sample public key and private key. Then I will push that public key into my server. Okay. Okay, I'll show you over here. So listen, guys. So here you can see that this is my AP South command. Okay. Availability zone AP South to 1B. Or instance OS user EC2 minus user. Then availability zone that is AP South to 1B. See for example, you created a virtual machine on US East to 1. Then you have to select the availability zone US East to 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D like that. Okay. So wherever you created. So next SSH public key, then you have to select your file name. So I'll show you how we can do that. So first requirement is we need to create one sample SSH public key and private key. Okay. So here I'm going to create one public key and private key. So this is my public key and this is my private key. So how to create a SSH key pair? Yes, how to create a SSH key pair by the help of Windows terminal or wherever it is. So what is the command? What is the command? Full command. What is the full command? SSH keygen. SSH hyphen then keygen. So that is going to create one key file, right? So I will create a key file. See, I'll be getting two key. So first key will be public, another one will be private. So listen, and this will be my public key. So is it visible, right? Okay. Sumaya? Okay. So I'll create two key. One is a public key, another one is a private key. Okay. So next I will execute this command. So whatever we discussed. So what I will do here, I will mention my public key over here. See, I will mention my public key over here. Okay. So once I execute this command, so automatically this public key will be pushed to this server /home/EC2 user.ssh authorized keys. Okay. So once it push the key into my particular server, then I'll try to access my server by the help of this key, private key. It will maximum take 3 seconds, maximum. Okay, let's see how we can do that. So first I'll go to my virtual machine. Okay, let me open this PowerShell. Then I will create a SSH key first. Okay, that is our first requirement, right? So before I'll go to my desktops, this PC, and local disk C, users and Ashiq. Now you can see that. See, my command prompt that is in the same location, right? Same directory, Ashiq, user Ashiq, right? I open the same location on my console itself, right? So I'll delete this two key first. Previously I had created two keys. I'll delete this test key. Deleted. So now I will create two keys, one public key, one private key. So what is the command? SSH key gen, then that's it, right? Automatically it will create a file. Okay, but I want to create a specific file name. So minus f. If you want to create any specific file, for example Ashiq, the key file name should be Ashiq, then you can add one more argument minus f. So note it down, minus f. So if you want to create any custom name for the file, so I will put minus f, then I will create a file. The file name will be Ashiq. We can create any name, no issue. So we can create a key as well. I will create a key. Okay, enter. And this is going to create one public key and private key. Let's see. Okay, now you can see that RSA 3072 bit it's created. Okay, I'll go to my console. Sorry. Okay, here you can see that two key has been created. One is key, another one is key.pub. What is key.pub? Okay, so I will copy this command. So whatever the command we discussed, I'll copy this command first. So let me copy this command. So copy this command. I'll go to my command prompt. So then I will just paste over here. Okay. So that's it. I'll paste over here. And I can see that AWS EC2 instance connect. Send SSH public key instance ID. So we have to mention instance ID over here, right? So if I forgot to do that, I'll do one thing. I'll specify my instance ID. So how to get instance ID? Can anyone? Just click over here and you will be getting instance ID over here. Copy this instance ID. I'll back to my command. Then I will paste over here. Replace this. Replaced. So next what I have to do? Instance OS user, same user, right? So what about available zone? So that we have to check, right? So I'll go to my virtual machine and wherever it's created. So what is the location? 1B, right? I will go with the same region, sorry, same available zone. So next. Send SSH public key. Then what is my key name? What's the key name? Key. Is it public key or private key? Which key I need to push to my server? Public key, right? Public key. Private key we need to keep in our local system, then we need to connect. See, I will select key.pub. That's enough. Okay. Then I will copy this. Now we have to copy. Successfully copied. Now I will paste over here. Okay, pasted. So along with, you have to mention the region as well. So please note it down, minus region, or else it will not work. Okay, because see, if you already configured US East 1, it will work. But if you're selecting any other region from US, apart from US East 1, it will not work. So you have to specify minus region, then my region. What's my region name? AP South 1. Okay, so then hit enter. Let's see. So successfully I pushed the key. What is my private key name? Private key, right? So I'll try to access my server now, SSH, then minus I, then what is the key name? Key, right? EC2 minus user @ I'll go to my server, I'll get the public IP address. So one thing you have to make ensure, so we can only access 60 seconds maximum. Okay, enter, yes. Okay, now I can change my password. I successfully connected my server, right? See, I'll do one thing. I will exit from the server. So then I will wait for 60 seconds. Okay, after 60 seconds, I will try to access again. I cannot access my server. So let's try. Till now, it's not a 60 second. So once it be in the 60 second, then we cannot access. We have to wait. See, now I can change my password, no problem. But once you exit from the session, then you cannot access. See, so now I can keep the session for 1 hour, 2 hours, for 1 day as well, no problem. Okay, but once you exit from the session, then you cannot access. Okay, so only 60 seconds we can access. See, so now what we getting over there? Permission denied. What does it mean? 60 seconds. Only 60 seconds I can access through EC2 instance connect. The method name is EC2 instance connect. Note it down. EC2 instance connect.